Welcome, everybody. Woo! Bam, 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 bam. I don't know if I should add is the machine gun too much?
We need a soundboard. We need a soundboard.
Yeah, like the MG42. Yeah, I think it's a little bit too much. But no, yeah, I do have a soundboard. I just haven't taken it out of the box yet.
When you get the new laptop.
Dude, yeah, no, I'm getting a new laptop. We're gonna do the OBS thing. We're gonna do scoreboards. It's gonna look elite, just like this layout looks absolutely elite. Big up, Connor. How you doing, man? You good?
I'm good. I'm ready for the weekend. I've got a half day tomorrow from work, and then I'm off the rest of I'm off all of next week. So I can't wait.
Yeah. How did you manage that?
Save my holidays, bro.
Oh, that's okay. I
never take holidays. I save my holidays. I'm off all of next week, and it's so unfortunate the week I'm taking off is international break. So I'm going to be even more bored. But no, I'm all good.
Plenty of EAFC.
Yeah, very true. Plenty of EAFC. I'll be playing a bit of that, and I'm good. Looking forward to the weekend's games. Obviously, Liverpool lost today to Toulouse, who are 16th in Ligue 1 or 17th. So that's quite fun.
And we got rinsed because we lost to Lens. They got some ballers over there in France.
Yeah, exactly. Toulouse. I mean, I think that's a bit worse. And to be fair, Liverpool brought on all their main players for the second half, and they still managed to lose. So, and West Ham are currently playing now against Olympiacos. But no, I'm all good, and I'm looking forward to tonight's show, man. We obviously didn't do it last week because I had other stuff going on, but I'm happy to bring it back.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to bring it back too. Welcome to episode 7 of the Let's Be Real show. This is Connor's baby, everybody. This is where Connor comes to shine. Obviously, he shines everywhere else, but still. Look, I mean, just look at the layout, look at the vibe. The vibes are absolutely immaculate. We got 6 inside. Make sure that you guys are smashing the likes. If you're watching on playback, comment what you think about the show. Do you like it? Did you not like it? Either way, smash the hell out of the likes. We are going to talk about several things. The state of Man United, dusted. Arsenal priorities, and obviously we are going to take questions from the chat because I felt really bad yesterday after the Sevilla game. We had the match reaction. We were really, really rushed, right? So we couldn't take a lot of the questions in the chat. So if you guys do have questions, if you guys want to get our takes on the current state of Arsenal or anything in the world of football, let us know. So let's get started here, guys. Big up everybody inside. And we know that there are a ton of people streaming right now. Maddie is streaming, freaking Lee is streaming, all these people are streaming. So thank you guys for coming by and hanging out with us, people. And make sure you're smashing the likes. All right. Connor, you wanted to talk about this. I'll let you kick it off.
Yeah,
Manchester United. Long
boy.
May it continue, my friend. I don't care. I have a lot of friends that are Manchester United. I hate Manchester United. My best man at my wedding is a Manchester United fan. my best friend in Kansas City, Manchester United fan. Flawless, Manchester United fan. All the guys over there at Sarcasm City. I'm loving it, bro. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, I mean, as a rival sense, it's quite funny because at the end of the day, if it was us, they'd be laughing at us, wouldn't they? So,
yes,
a part of it is quite sad because at the end of the day, they are the biggest club in this country and they're one of the biggest clubs in the world. And, in terms of trophies and fan base, it's crazy what is going on over there. At the end of the day, people will go ahead and talk about the owners and all that kind of stuff that's going on behind the scenes, but you got to look at it at a sense of the squad and the manager in terms of the footballing sense. Last night was very bad. As soon as Rashford got the red card, it all went falling apart. I did actually think United would win it, but then they crumbled, obviously. VAR takes and all this kind of stuff. I don't think Rashford should have been sent off. I can't remember what the challenge was, but it wasn't fantastic. It wasn't great.
No.
So, but the decisions were a bit here, there, miss. So people were saying it wasn't a red card.
You think that would be given in London or in England? Do you think that would be? I thought it was a little.
Harsh. Liverpool, they should have drawn tonight. To be fair, they got a. If you missed it, TJ. So they actually scored a an equalising goal. Sorry, in the 98th minute to equalise and get a point. But it hit McAllister's shoulder but not his arm. So then they called it. Then they called it off. That was the reason for it. So even though, in my opinion, it shouldn't have been called off, but listen, it's inconsistencies, bro.
Well, yeah. Did you see you saw the Copenhagen pen?
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
That's ridiculous.
And I thought European referees were better than the English ones. So this isn't really living up. But anyway, taking that away from it, you look at that United team. It is so bad. It is really bad. And you know, and we complain, right, about obviously Havertz. We spent that money on Havertz, 65 million. Man United spent 50 million or 45 for Mason Mount. They do not play him. And I'm like, why? At least stick him on the wing or something, because Anthony doesn't offer anything. I think United have finally woken up to see how trash he is. You know, the defensive options they've got when they've got Varane and Martinez out in Harry Maguire and Johnny Evans doing up Leicester 2016. You know, so I mean, even last night, because I was watching I was going back and forth to the Copenhagen game while the Arsenal game was on, and Varane looked like he couldn't even be asked to be there. He did not.
He's not starting. Why would he?
Yeah, he just
Johnny Evans is starting over Rafael Varane.
Yeah.
Johnny Evans
is crazy. Well, now Varane's going to have to start because now Johnny Evans is apparently injured. So they've got another injury to add to the case. I think the injuries obviously play a big part to Manchester United's season so far. You know, it's a long injury list and it has affected them massively. I'm not going to take that away from them. However, I don't know what's going on with that team. It's not Manchester United. You know, when we played them at the Emirates, they did put up a bit of a fight, but I like to think we controlled most of the game and we were the better team on the day. And obviously we won the game 3-1. But in my personal opinion, in terms of Ten Hag as a fan that isn't Manchester United, I personally think they should keep him, not just for the case of let's laugh at them all that. Manchester United are going to go down this cycle of where they probably think they could be like Chelsea. If we sack a manager and bring in a new one, we'll have success. You know, they had last season where they did win the Carabao Cup with Ten Hag, and obviously now it's not really going as well. I think they should honestly just stick with Ten Hag, rebuild the side. Wow. They're going to have to firm probably being out of the Champions League for a couple of years. Just rebuild it. You know, I think Spurs are sort of going through that motion right now. Where I said last season on shows, they should sell Harry Kane and rebuild the team. And look at what they're doing now. They're currently sitting in a title race currently. And I think Manchester United need to do that. They need to firm probably a couple massive losses, a couple slappings every couple seasons. Maybe be in the Europa League, Conference League for a couple seasons. Because I do think they can still achieve Europe, definitely. But probably not the Champions League. They've just got to take a couple hits and just invest correctly. Because I'm sorry, the Glazers are giving them money. It's not like they're not spending anything.
No, it's not like they're not spending it. But here's the problem, and we have a similar problem here too. And I'm going to counter what you said. I think Ten Hag needs to go. Like if I was a United fan, the football is dead. The footballers that he brought in, most of them are dead. Like Anthony, terrible. Mount, terrible.
Yeah,
like
he's practically built the Ajax team again. You know, he's built.
Right? He's trying to make the Manchester United Ajax team, and I get what you're trying to do because he did have a lot of success there.
Yeah.
But look at where Ajax are now. Look at where friggin' Manchester United are now. Like it's not a good formula, and Johan Cruyff must be is Cruyff alive still? Is Johan Cruyff still alive?
He isn't. No.
Okay, if he's not okay, so he's doing tornadoes in his grave right now because look, this was supposed to be like his legacy, right?
Yeah.
And look at what's going on. I think that United need to burn the house down, like our boy Flawless says, fire everybody except like all the way down to the tea lady, right?
Yeah.
Like they need a complete rebuild, in my opinion. And I think they're looking at several mid-table finishes, maybe 2 or 3 managers until they find the right one. And it's not like, and you were comparing them to Chelsea. I don't think that they're going to spend like Todd Bowley did on prominent youth. I think that's the difference is that they are bringing in experience like Casemiro, like Varane, like what they thought they were going to get out of Anthony, like they thought they were going to get, out of Mason Mount.
It's all too late though. Like you look at the likes of Casemiro, they brought him in when he's practically at the end of his cycle now in terms of football. You know, he's just sort of, and you can see the fall off. Good last season, he was in contention of being one of the best CDMs in the league. But this season, he's just. I know he's had injuries. He's just.
I thought he was the best CDM in the league.
Yeah, definitely. He was definitely up there. I was always between him and Rodri last season. I thought Rodri was very good. I hate Rodri, but it's the truth. Big up Dow. And Yeah, no, I think they're just investing wrong. I mean, the fact that you're bringing in the likes of Anthony for 80 million and Mason Mount for 60. I know our investments have been bad recently in terms of Kai Havertz and some other signings. I mean, you look at the likes of, Fabio Vieira, 35 mil, Kirior, as much as he's all right, 25 mil we spent for him. Our investment isn't just as good, but theirs is bad, man. And whether it's the recruitment system or whatever it is, I mean, I just feel like if Man United go through the process of just sacking managers, they're just going to have the same process of where they're going to sack a manager, get in a new one, maybe have a good season, and then maybe carry it on for maybe another season, and then drop off again, and then it's sack the manager. I think the recruitment is probably the main part, and they've got so much dead wood in that team that they need to just get rid of. But then again, it's the question of then having to bring players in that's going to cost more money, because they are obviously going to have to spend more money to bring players in than what they're going to sell, because not a lot of them players in that team are worth a lot of money, especially the bad ones. So, yeah, man, I don't know. And I think it's such a shame for the likes of Rasmus Højlund. I didn't know much about him.
I feel bad for Rasmus Højlund. I mean,
he carried that team last night. I mean, he got them the 2 goals, what they needed to win the game, and then the rest of the team completely fumbled around them. I mean, again, we go back to the Rashford red card. Probably shouldn't have been a red card, but either way, you're meant to be Manchester United. It's at the end of the day, in no disrespect, it is Copenhagen. I mean, come on. I mean, just conceding 4 goals alone to that team is shocking. Like, Onana last night was shocking. He was awful last night. Again. So things like that have to be looked at. And I thought Onana was a good investment. He was very good at Ajax. Obviously, had that problem at the end of his tenure at Ajax, and he had to go to Inter Milan. And obviously, only was there for a season or so. But damn, he's looking like a bad investment, TJ. He's looking bad.
I thought that he was going to come in there and tear up trees because he had such a good run in the Champions League with United, and I thought he might actually stand up. Yeah. Like, I literally was saying last week that I thought he was going to come in and actually start doing a job now. Like once they got the victory over they got the home win against Copenhagen. I thought that was going to be the impetus that they needed to at least get out of the group. Yeah, but man, it'll be lucky if they get Europa League, and a lot of their fans don't even want it. But going back to Onana, though, man, I was completely wrong. Wrong. I thought that he was going to come in there and do a job, and maybe if he wasn't going to do it in the league, he was going to do it in the Champions League, right?
Yep.
Not looking good, man. Like, it's really not looking good. Maybe get Tom Heaton out there, see if he can do it.
He's actually off to AFCON in January. Yeah, Tom Heaton, he catch where we do it. He's there. He could be.
Dude, and here's the thing: he got a clean sheet against us in the preseason.
Yeah,
we didn't get
that's great. Yeah. We'll cover tables a turn now. One team is still in the title race. The other's down in lower than where are they? 12?
They're not that low. I think they're an 8th, 7th, or 8th.
Yeah, it's Chelsea. I'm thinking of. Sorry, but anyway, Chelsea. Well, quickly talking about United. Obviously Onana's off to AFCON in January or December, whenever it is. So they don't, unless they use this new Turkish goalkeeper they've got. I think it's pronounced Bayındır. I can't pronounce his name properly, so apologies if I have. I've seen links that they're going to get De Gea back on a 6-month contract. I personally don't.
Where are you reading this stuff?
Bro, I've seen it. It's I swear it's legit.
Source. Trust me, bro.
Trust me, bro. But I've seen it. I have generally seen rumors that they're going to bring De Gea back for 6 months because they obviously don't trust Bayındır, who's the second choice, and obviously they don't want Tom Heaton. I personally don't. I never understood the hate that they gave David De Gea. I understood that he was not the best shot stopper. Sorry, I thought his distribution was fine, but it turns out that they weren't a fan, and I didn't think he was the core problem. Like, for example, our goalkeeping situation, we didn't need to bring in David Raya realistically. I mean, he wasn't a priority goalkeeper. And right. I think that was the same with United. I mean, the only thing I understand was De Gea was on big money at that club. And obviously he was there for 10 plus years. So maybe it was right to move him on. But now I find it crazy that he's a free agent. That someone can get him for free right now.
How old is he? Is he like 30, 30s, right?
I think he's 31 now, 32.
Yeah, look him up. Anthony, we're going to get to your question here in a second.
Yeah, David De Gea is 33. Sorry, my bad. So he's getting
okay.
Isn't that prime in terms of goalkeeper? goalkeepers, I think.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, goalkeepers obviously have a longevity, but I mean, I thought he would at least catch on to a La Liga team. I thought some La Liga team would go in for him and say, "Hey, you're not ready to be done yet. Let's go." But I don't think that nobody's gone in for him.
Even I thought Atletico would go back
linked to Osasuna, but that was like literally all I saw.
I thought he'd go back to Atletico. From when he was there when he was younger, but obviously not. I'll throw you this, and we'll obviously move on to other stuff. TJ, where do you think United will finish this season? Do you reckon they'll get Europe, even if it's the Conference League?
They're not getting Europe. They're not getting Europe. They're not, dude. Look at them. I mean, and they
are bad.
And who have they played? Who have they played? They haven't even played. They haven't played Liverpool yet.
They have played in terms of Big Six?
Yeah, in terms of Big Six, they've played us, Spurs,
City.
Did they play Spurs?
They've played us, City. Obviously, lost 3-0 to City. They've played. They lost to Tottenham start of the season. So yeah,
I forgot about that.
Tottenham and Man City, and their next games in the league are Luton, Everton, Newcastle, Chelsea. So
and they barely. And here's the thing. Here's the thing about that though is it's like they barely won the games that they've won. Like they didn't deserve to win the games that they've won. Like Burnley, I don't think they deserve to win that game. Man United,
Brentford, they won it in the 90th minute.
Yeah, Brentford, I don't think they deserve to win that game. It's one of those things where even when they win, it's like they lost. Sheffield,
Sheffield,
same story.
But then I hear the same story. The refs are against United this season and all this and all that. I just think they're just a crap team at the moment. And they were saying that about the referees last night, and I'm just kind of like, you guys are blaming the referees when you're losing to the best team in Denmark. That is how far you have fallen. That fan base is that club, dusted. Absolutely dusted. I think they're going, I think 8th or 9th. Like I truly do mean that. I truly do mean that. Gunnar ER says 8th. No, I agree with Gunnar ER. I think 8th or 9th. I mean, they are currently sitting 8th. I mean, if all things went their way and Brighton and Newcastle lost and they won, they're back in 6th. So it's very, hit and miss. They could finish out of it. Personally, in terms of the form they're on and the injuries they have, I mean, they don't have Martinez back until Christmas or New Year. Mm-hmm. They don't have obviously now Rashford suspended in the Champions League, which doesn't help. Who else they got injured? Christ, I think Wan-Bissaka still out injured or no? Shaw, sorry.
Wan-Bissaka played last night, I thought.
Luke Shaw's out injured. They've still got so many injuries, man.
No,
I'm going to go for 6th. I do think they can still get up there, but I think it's going to be very rocky.
So not we're going to answer Anthony's question after this, but who finishes ahead of them then? That's the question that I want to ask. If they're 6th, who do they finish ahead of, and who finishes obviously you got Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool.
I reckon ahead of them in my opinion. Yeah, I reckon I go for Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal. I do think Tottenham will obviously finish above them. I'm not going to be like Stefan who thinks they're going to finish 8th or 9th. So I'm going to go with the top 4 that's there now, and I'm going to go for actually it's difficult, man. It's difficult. I'm going to go for City, Tottenham, Liverpool, Arsenal. I think I'm going to finish above them, and if Newcastle get knocked out of the Champions League, I think Newcastle will finish above them because then they've got less to. They don't have any more. They've got less games, and then they don't have to rotate as much. So I think as much as Aston Villa have been very good recently in terms of getting up results and scoring a lot of goals, I think they might just finish a little bit below them. So that's why I'm going for 6th for Manchester United.
All right, Anthony put in this question. I've seen streams saying Ten Hag job might be on the line. Thoughts? I would have thought he would have been fired after last night. That's what I thought. But I think they're going to wait until after Luton.
I mean, maybe it's just me. I just don't think it's right yet. It's November. Really? I don't know how many managers are available. I mean, I know they're looking at Hansi Flick. I think Nagelsmann is available right now. Graham Potter.
People are talking about Zidane.
Oh, piss off, Zidane! That will make him lose even more hair that he barely has any. But I mean, there's some managers. I could see Graham Potter go in there, but that's the levels at the moment. Graham Potter, Hansi Flick, Nagelsmann. I mean, Zidane is an option, I guess. Yes, but I really don't see that happening. But then again, we never know. I just at the moment I don't think and maybe get it to January. Maybe I just right now I don't think it's I think if they sack a manager, they're gonna bring an interim and it's gonna be another Ralph Rangnick where they have a terrible run. There's stuff going wrong in the dressing room. Players are not happy. I mean, players aren't happy now, but it just doesn't feel right that to get rid of the manager when they're probably going to get an interim and they're probably going to do even worse. I think just ride it out with Ten Hag. They're going to get slapped here and there. They'll probably get the cheeky wins now and then, quite narrow wins. I say personally, stick with him to the end of the season and just get rid of him after if it's really going to shit. But just don't forget what's going on behind the scenes as well. There's so much going wrong at that club. The whole club just needs just a zone out. Just don't if they don't get in the Champions League for 3-4 years, so what? We weren't in the Champions League for how many years? And I know we technically had a rebuild of Arteta, and now we're back in it. So maybe they need that. I mean, I don't recommend it because it was painful for us for a long time.
Still is.
Yeah, still is because we haven't won a single major trophy in how many years now. But that club just needs a rebuild, man. It needs and it starts from the you can't control what's going on above you in terms of owners and all this stuff. They can do is what's on the pitch, and unfortunately, the players that they have a majority crap. You could do a career mode on that team, and you could practically sell everyone that's in that squad hub, mate. You could just transfer list. Obviously, it's not real. The amount of dross they got in that team is crazy. I mean, we look at our stuff; their stuff is even worse. So, hey, that's my opinions on it.
No, I agree. I agree with you. Big up everybody inside. Make sure you're smashing likes. I see Jaminho's here. I see DJ Crane, the legend, is here. Gunnar ER, obviously. Big up everybody inside. We know there's a lot of people streaming right now, so thanks for stopping by. Make sure you smash the like as you do, and get your questions in. Me and Connor are going to answer some questions. We're going to go for about an hour before we have to go over to Tottenham away and teach some people some lessons. We have receipts, people. You will be redirected over to Tottenham away after this, where you will see me and Connor all evening, and I think Jez might be joining us as well. It's going to be a star-studded panel of frauds over on the Spurs side, so we'll have a good time. I heard a rumor that Mr. Box Office is going to be there, so that's what I heard.
Is that the Spurs Mr. Box Office?
Yep.
I was going to say the Arsenal one never makes an appearance on.
No, Mr. Post Office. I don't know where Mr. Post Office is. We need to put up a missing poster in post offices for Mr. Post Office. We don't know where he went. We don't know where he went now. Well, but yeah, big up everybody inside. Big up AJ as well. I see you in there, bro. And obviously Dal, my guy. All right, so let's talk about it. Luiz in, Partey out. If he's available, get him in and sell Partey. That's what I want. That's what I would say. But and I'm offering my opinion here, and then Connor, I'm going to let you go off on it because I think you're a little bit more eloquent, intelligent on this. But I was asked several times, bro. I've been asked several times. Big up Cube, I see in there, not in the chat, but I'm listening. Oh, Cube, I will absolutely sewer you all afternoon if you keep poking the bear. I don't care. Cube. Cube, come on, Tottenham away. Come on, North London is ours. There is a spot for you. No, but Douglas Luiz, I would. If there's a guarantee that we get this guy in, yeah, sell Partey. That's fine. Because the best ability is availability, and Partey has none of that. But if there's no chance of getting him in, I don't want to sell Partey. Because Partey, when he is healthy, is one of the best CDMs in the league. Facts. And all the shameless top gooners that say, oh, we might as well sell him. He's never on. Okay, cool. Now we got Jorginho behind him, and we have Mo Elneny. Yeah, that's who you have now.
Exactly.
And people who are coming in with this revision, I talked about it yesterday. Sorry, I'm gonna say it again. This revisionist history about Mo Elneny and how he's always solid when he comes on the pitch. You wouldn't be saying that in 2021. Like, come on, guys. Like, let's. This show is called Let's Be Real. Let's be real. Yeah. Mo Elneny is not the levels that you expect of this club. He is not a starter in this club. That's my opinion. Yeah. Mo El is dead food, fam. Yeah, exactly, Dal. Exactly. What do you think, Connor?
I mean, I've got a real soft spot for Thomas Partey. I do think.
Oh, me too.
On his day, I don't think rival fans understand this. On his day, I know we've got Declan Rice now, but on his day, he controls that midfield, whatever opposition we're playing against. He is so massive to our team, and he's so calm and collective on the ball. I think the problem is he came in and he was picking up injuries straight away, and that obviously was a massive tide for us. There were times when we had to put El Neni in the team because he was our only backup CDM at the time. But yeah, I mean, I personally wouldn't want to get rid of him in January because I'd rather wait till the summer to get rid of him. Because in January, if I knew he stayed fit for the rest of the season after January, I'd keep him because I think he'd be such a crucial part to us. But I just don't trust Arteta because I know we'd sell him. I know for a fact we'd sell him, but I just don't trust Edu and Arteta to get in a signing quick enough because I'd shit myself knowing that we've got Jorginho and El Neni for the rest of the season. I would shit myself. So, for me personally, I mean, Douglas Luiz, I mean, he's good for Aston Villa. I mean, he's been very good this season, that's for sure. I mean, we know that for a fact. He's been very good for Aston Villa this season. But I just don't know, man, because when we brought in Thomas Partey, there was a lot of hype, and he was obviously very good in La Liga. I mean, we're linked to this guy called Zubimendi, and I've never personally actually watched him. I've never watched Sociedad because I don't watch La Liga football. I'm not going to just bullshit and say I do. I don't. But from what I've heard from a lot of people that do watch him, he's actually very, very good. And I know I'm against a lot of bringing in players from other leagues, when they've never played in the Prem. But Spanish, Mikel's Spanish, it kind of makes sense. And
no, it doesn't make sense, Connor, because David Ray isn't making sense. Ramsdale in. No.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, if I had my way, I'd personally keep Partey this January. If, but we don't know that obviously. If we knew for a fact that he would be fit for the rest of the season, because he is so crucial to this team. But I just have this funny feeling we will sell him maybe back to Atletico, wherever, or Saudi, wherever he wants to go. Probably be Saudi, to be fair. I'm too worried that we'd sell him and we wouldn't bring anyone in midfield, and then we'd be stuck with Jorginho and El Neni for the rest of the season. And that's what worries me. But I wouldn't be complaining if Douglas Luiz comes in. I wouldn't be complaining at all. This sound really cliche, but we want to be going ahead and winning league titles, right?
Yeah.
Don't you think we want to be going in for a higher pedigree of player?
Well, of course, but then you run into the problem of, okay, well, we have FFP to worry about. Obviously, we have a lot. So concerns that we have are FFP and the ability of this club and this manager to attract the top talent that everybody is saying that we should be able to attract. Yeah. We haven't been able to do that. Like, let's be real about it. I'm going to keep tagging it. Let's be real about it. Like, look, we have not. Yeah, we need that soundboard. We have not been able to get in world-class talent into this club. We have not had a world-class signing since we brought in Ozil, and he wasn't even he was on the back end of it when we brought him in, right?
Yeah, I'd probably say it doesn't really count as world-class, but when Aubameyang came in, I was like, that's a star player.
Aubameyang was a star, don't get me wrong, but you bring in somebody from the German league, you don't know if he is going to cook right away. And that was another thing that I was going to say about Spanish players coming into the Premier League. It's a different style of play. Like, I'm not saying that La Liga is a farmers league or is less of a league than the Premier League is. But Casemiro, for example, the first couple of matches that he had for United, he was getting in a lot of foul trouble because there's a different pace to the Premier League. It does take a while for some players to get used to it. That's why I'm like, when we talk about being Premier League proven, right? You at least know the pace, and there is a plus to having somebody that has played in the Premier League before, which is why, like, when you're talking about Zubimendi versus getting in a Zubimendi or Fofana versus like a Pedro Neto or a Douglas Luiz, I would always prefer the Premier League guy. I would always prefer Tony over, and people are gonna sewer me for this. I would rather have Tony over Osimhen. Just because Tony has played in the league. He knows how this league works, how it moves. So, no, that's that. And that, if that's controversial, that is the way it is. That is the way it is. And AJ, I'll answer this question now. Simple question. Do you think Emery would play party for? No, absolutely not. He wouldn't. Emery knows the track record for Thomas Partey, and unfortunately he has a bad injury record. We would have to pay for Luis. We would have to pay for him.
Yeah, 100%, definitely. I mean, we tried to get him multiple times last season, then we ended up with Jorginho. So maybe we will this summer. Obviously, Arteta's a big fan of him. But then, like, I've seen this linked to people like Tchouaméni from Real Madrid. I mean, that's a caliber of player I'd love to bring into Arsenal. I think he would personally be on top of my list. Tchouaméni.
I just don't. That's one of those players that like we should be able to bring in, but I don't think he, dragging him away from Real Madrid, I think would be a task.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I want you to quickly say a line and include "Let's be real" in there. Just say a line and just say "Let's be real."
No, exactly. We got to tag it at least like 17 times.
Say it once. Just give me a line. Just say something that says "Let's be real." Just say one.
You want me to come up with something off the top of my head?
Just say something random that has "Let's be real" in it.
No, let's be real. Friggin' Declan Rice. We didn't overpay for him. Oh, come on.
It actually repeats itself. There we go.
It actually does repeat himself.
Got one soundboard in there.
Yeah. That's unbelievable. Yeah, no. Jaminho is just, he's so funny. Jaminho's just in the chat calling him a snake and stuff. Big up Jaminho every single time. Big up True Goonery as well. Hey, Josh, by the way, I did go back and correct where I screwed up. Go back and watch the last American Idiot show. I had to put out an apology speech. I had to go in front of the press conferences. And oh yeah, no, I had to. The last American Idiot show, I had to go back and apologize for misdoing the score.
Oh, so, yeah, you mudded it, didn't you? Yeah, you did.
I absolutely mudded it. Dude, I've been coming out and putting out some disaster classes lately. I don't know what
can we possibly not show this week's one tomorrow? Because
oh, no. It was a gong show for everybody.
I got 1 point.
You got 1 point? Dude, I have not even looked, and I don't know if I maybe got 2 or 3.
But to be fair,
disaster for everybody.
Last week, even in FPL, was the lowest week so far. Like, it was a shit show. Like, no one, and everyone got injuries. It was awful. I think I saw a stat like 4 million people captained Haaland, and obviously he only ended up getting two points in total. Literally the one, I wasn't captaining Haaland. I was actually captaining, I think it was Maddison or Salah. And I thought, you know what, Bournemouth, they're going to score goals. And they did, 6. Your main man doesn't score. 2 points in FPL. Killing me. Absolutely killing me, man.
Dude, I have not paid attention to FPL at all. Like, all I know is that I think Anthony is still ahead of our league, but I just haven't been able to pay attention because I've been doing this crap. I've been doing, not crap. I love streaming, but I've been doing streaming. All I do is stream. I eat, sleep, say hi to my wife, pet my dog, stream. That's really all I've been doing.
Are we ever going to get a Mrs. Warren stream?
A Mrs. Warren on the stream? She will never come on a stream.
No.
She will never come on a stream. No, I've asked her to come on and make an appearance, but no. But no, at the same time, though, I'm glad that she doesn't want to do that because there's some freaking sickos out there, bro. Oh, yeah, there's some weirdos.
Have you got her into Arsenal at all? Because I know, is she into American sports? Because you like
she likes football, aka soccer, the most out of all the sports that we go. Yeah, still top Anthony. Yeah, Anthony.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Anthony's he's like, yeah, I'm still the top, bro. I don't care. No. She went and saw Arsenal with me.
Yeah,
she was there. Like, dude, it was so weird. Like when I met AFTV and she saw me kind of start doing this side eye, like what the hell? She's just like, those people? I'm like, sort of.
Oh yeah.
No, but she was like, it was so weird, dude. It's got lead judges and Turkish and freaking Don Robbie coming up to my wife and saying hello. Like, it was just weird. No, but anyway, no, she loves football, soccer. We go to Sporting Kansas City games. We're both Sporting or KC Current season ticket holders too. Nice. So yeah, the women's league in America, which, by the way, if you're playing FUT, they have a lot of National Women's Soccer League players in there that are studs. They absolutely
the annoying thing is when you see, I can't say that because you're American. I can't say that. Say it. Unless it's Alex Morgan, whenever you're packing an American in FIFA, you just skip that shit right away. The American flag. Unless it's Alex Morgan because she's 89 rated. But yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, no, because I packed Dabinia last night, but she's Brazilian, and she plays for Casey Current.
All right. I think who is the goalkeeper that you guys have got in the American women's? And she's massive.
Oh,
is it Bixby? Something like that.
Something like that.
I
haven't. I got the only person I know is the Casey Current goalkeeper, Franch. She's really good too.
How are they doing in the league at the moment?
Oh, they were garbage last season. They were very bad. So hopefully they'll come back and be
on the brighter side. Arsenal women are currently winning against Bristol City. So.
There you go. No, big up the women every single time, and I think it's really, really funny. And I'm going to say this once. All the freaking incel losers that got triggered when the women were included in FUT, they got all fucking mad.
Now they're loving him.
And I'm like, dude, like, who cares? Like, if you don't like
using all of them in game, they use them all in game, all of them. There's nothing like at the end of the day. The only thing that I wouldn't use is because some of the goalkeepers like 5'9", and like you can't.
You can't do that.
Because there's a goalkeeper called Mark. Is it? No, not Mark. Who is it? He's from the MLS. He's like 5'5". He's awful. He's a hero card, and he's Mexican.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, but I don't remember.
He's Mexican, and he is so short, and you just can't use him in game. Anyway, we're going off topic here.
Yeah, we're going way off topic here.
I want to quickly say, I watched the game against Man City on the weekend, Arsenal women, and I feel so sorry for her. The City goalkeeper, she's 19 for the women's.
Oh, geez. 19?
Yeah, and she had a stinker, which made us win the game. And she was so disappointed at the end of the game. I felt so sorry for her. So sorry for her. But,
well, it is, that's tough. Freaking 19. Could you imagine being 19 and then having to go in front of all those people? Like,
look at Jude Bellingham.
Yeah, Jude Bellingham, what an absolute stud.
Yeah.
Thank you for the super chat, my guy Dal. I don't know why he does these super chats. He's like part of the channel, and he's just like, here's $2. Up the Timbers and the Thorns, down with the KC scum. I disagree with this. Up KC baby, let's go. Sporting Kansas City is in the semis for the MLS playoffs. So.
When did your season finish? Is it Christmas your season finishes?
It finishes in like late December.
I don't understand how your league works because I know you've got two tables. I know that you've got
we got two we call them conferences. Two conferences, and they play each other.
Yeah.
Right. And the top 8 make the playoffs, and then they play. One plays 8, 2 plays 7, 3 plays 6, and then it's a tournament, and then the winner of the Western Conference and the winner of the Eastern Conference plays each other.
How many teams are in each league table?
Oh, it's like 15.
Okay. So you pay how many?
Like 30. They're coming up on 30 teams, I think.
How many games is that? So 30 games played in that table for each side.
Yeah.
Is it Northern and Southern or Western and Eastern?
It's Eastern Western.
Eastern Western. So 30 games played in total, and then it goes to playoffs and they still play. The Westerns still play each other. They play each other. They don't play the final.
Yeah, the East and the West don't play each other until the final.
Okay, doesn't that get a bit boring? I mean, I could say that you could say with the Premier League. We play the same teams every year, but surely you'd have like a little. But I guess you play them in the cup, don't you? You have the Open Cup, right?
We have the U.S. Open Cup where the Mexican League. I'm sorry. I forget.
I can't remember what it's. Is it Liga MX or something?
Liga MX, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Liga MX. They have they have their leagues, and they come in, and it's a huge Open Cup, and they send teams to that where we play in that. We have that cup, and then we also have the CONCACAF Champions League.
You do. Yes, I forgot about that because when who was in the final for that lot? Was it CONCACAF? Why do I
forget? I pay more attention to Euro leagues than I do CONCACAF, and CONCACAF is one of the most corrupt soccer federations. Like it is absolutely insane, and we can get into that. I would love to have a FIFA talk like about the absolute criminal organization that is FIFA. Like how they got rid of Sepp Blatter. And they put Infantino in there. And Infantino is like more of a criminal. I didn't know you could be more of a criminal. Like, seriously, Saudi Arabia bought a World Cup. Bought it. Yeah, it's absolutely insane, man.
When have you guys got that? What year have you got? Is it
2026? We got the next one.
Yeah, you got the next one, don't you? Yeah.
We got next. Yep, and it's gonna be the group stage game is gonna be 15 minutes away from me.
Well, at least you got the first game because the hosts always get unless it's Canada or Mexico.
It's Canada, Mexico, US are like the 3 hosts.
At least you're guaranteed to be in it. At least that's one thing. Do you reckon you'll go far? Because obviously you got into the knockout rounds of the last one. Do you reckon you could go further with Flora and Balogun, possibly?
We're the best team in the CONCACAF right now. We didn't win the Gold Cup because Berhalter is a shambolic manager. I can't stand Berhalter. I cannot stand our manager. If we got a serious manager into coach our men's team, I think we would be a lot better. But Balogun, we still don't have enough. I don't think, especially on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, we got Gio Reyna. We're just not mature enough. I don't think. I think that our performance in the World Cup was admirable, but you at least kind of showed where we lacked. I mean, we went up against the Netherlands and we just got demolished. Yeah. Like it was really tough. I mean, and we hung in there with England, but England's playing Southgate ball. So like they're not, you guys obviously aren't utilizing your talent the way I think you guys need to be utilized. But where we finish, I think we can make a quarterfinal, to be honest with you. I think we can make a quarterfinal. But yeah, that's a long answer to a short question. Big up 10 inside. Make sure you're smashing the likes, people. We got 12 likes. Get us to 15 likes before the end of the show. We're gonna go for probably about another 20 minutes. Get your questions in. UFC have a brilliant manager and set of players. What are you talking about? Greg Berhalter stinks. We have a strong midfield. Weston McKennie is a strong midfield. Weston McKennie.
It's not fantastic, is it?
No,
it's fantastic.
Like we're gonna play. Yeah, no, it's really not deep. We're gonna depend on like Brendan Aronson to come in. I like Tim Weah. Don't get me wrong. I like Tim Weah. I like Balogun.
Yeah, Tim Weah's good.
Our midfield isn't great. Yeah, Berhalter is our Southgate. Facts, Cubed. Facts. Cubed is actually speaking truth now. When Cubed is not talking about Spurs, she actually talks some facts. Like we love Cubed on this channel, by the way. Cubed, by the way, this is a perfect time for me to plug my Road to Glory EAFC 2024 Road to Glory. I'm taking over for Phil Parkinson at Wrexham AFC. I'm taking Wrexham to the top. Cubed, let's go. So I expect you to be in the chat for every single game. Heard she makes some mean guac too. Yeah, she does. I heard that on good account. What else are you guys saying?
So I'm back now. It's all like big news in the UK just dropped. So what? There's nothing like major like war shit. Like do you know a show called I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here? Do you know that show?
No.
You don't know that show?
No, I don't know that show.
Well, we've got To Hope. It's like one of the biggest reality TV shows here in the UK, where they go into the Australian jungle and they've got to eat fucking spiders and all this shit. And the list just came out for some of the people, and 2 of our most well-known politicians have just gone into it and decided to go into it. And they're
Who?
We had one last year who I don't really want to talk about because it's sensitive to some people, but obviously the big thing that happened of the pandemic. One guy that was practically he was one of the reasons the politicians for a party in the UK. He went into it and he got a load of stick for it. And now 2 of them, Nigel Farage and Liz Truss, former PM of the UK, has now gone into a reality TV show.
Are you serious?
The politicians in this country are
what a
majority of them idiots. There's some good ones, very rare, but yeah, we've just big UK. It is for you people who live in the UK, especially people like me who have been
I have a funny piece of news, Connor, that I should have told you backstage, but I'll tell you now. A friend of mine called me yesterday and asked me to audition for a reality show with her. So I'm auditioning for a reality show tomorrow.
Jersey Shore.
I can't tell you what one it is.
Don't go on Jersey Shore.
It's not Jersey Shore. Yeah, Jersey Shore. Dude, Jersey Shore is so old, bro. Like,
is it going to be like Big Brother where you're like locked in a room or something?
No, it's nothing like that.
So you're applying for a reality TV show.
Yeah, like a freaking. Well, it's not a reality. It's like a game. It's like a season game show.
And you're like away for like a certain amount of time doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So what? Am I taking over the
If I
channel while
would.
you're gone?
Yes. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna make it. It's literally just an interview. But
Fair.
yeah, I'm not gonna. I can't say what show, but we're auditioning for it. I'm not expecting to get in, but yeah, we're gonna do it. It's gonna be hilarious.
Fair play.
TJ, Big Brother. Yeah, you think Mrs. Warren would allow me to be on Big Brother?
Go on, Big Brother.
Yeah, no way. No
or Love
way.
Island US.
The floor is lava. No way. With me and my fake hip cubed. Yeah, I'm gonna go on floor is lava. Yeah.
Do you know? I know we're going off bloody topic here, but do you
we're
know
going way off topic, man.
We have it here, but it's not as good as your one. Well, it sort of is. So we've got obviously Family Fortunes, which is big. I don't know. Is it called Family Fortunes over there for you as well? Is it called that?
Family Fortune.
Family Fortunes.
We have Family Feud.
Family Feud, yeah, whatever you call it. Yeah, you weirdos. Anyway, so we have it over here, and
that's scary.
And the host over here is a chef, and he's quite funny. But you guys have, what is his name? Oh, what's his name? And he's hilarious. TJ, help me out here.
I don't watch any of this garbage.
Stephen Harvey Sr. Steve Harvey.
Oh, Harvey? Steve Harvey?
Yeah, he's jokes.
Dude, that guy's a waste, man. I'm not a fan of him.
Oh, TJ, what are you
doing?
No.
It's like he treats the people that work with him like shit. Like
Drew,
it's been big.
Really, Drew? Really, Drew? Do you not know this reference? TJ?
No, I don't know that one.
Do you know Jimmy Savile?
No.
What?
I don't know any of it. Dude, bro, I don't watch a lot of TV.
Dallas been real life. You don't know about the UK version. I shouldn't say that. You don't know anything. I'll tell you backstage. We're not going to do it.
Yeah. Educate me backstage because look, Dal's been trying to get me to watch The Football Factory for 6 months. I still haven't watched.
Nothing to do with the football. Listen, never mind.
I know it has nothing to do. I know one has nothing to do with the other. I'm just trying to tell you that when people tell me to watch shit, I don't watch it.
Football, because we're now moving on to nonsense. So back to football.
Why are you calling US weirdos, Connor? We are the ultimate creator of reality shows and game shows.
That's what I mean. And TJ doesn't know any of this stuff. I'm like, what's crazy?
No, I don't sorry.
Listen, I don't watch
my wife watches that shit all the time.
I watch like the bad, I don't watch too much reality TV, but America's where it's at. Like Jesus, I think you've got like a dedicated streaming service to that shit because it is.
Oh yeah, no, it's like between Netflix, Hulu, and what is it, Paramount?
Yeah, it's all just
it's absolutely ridiculous. Every single time I walk downstairs and my wife was watching like The Bachelorette, Love is Blind Island version. Golden Bachelor is the new thing where they get
Married at First Sight. Have you heard of that?
Married at First Sight. She watches that shit. 90 Day Fiance. It's a joke, dude.
It is just shit. It is shit. Anyway,
it is absolutely awful. Anyway, this is a football show.
Yeah, should talk about Burnley. Should talk about Burnley on the weekend.
Talk about Burnley. Yeah, we got a question about Burnley. Anthony says, question, we got Burnley this weekend. You see us getting a 3 or 4-0 win. If it is any less than 3, I'm going to be pissed.
We can't be conceding this weekend.
We cannot concede. And to all those people that are saying Raya is shit, Ramsdale in. Raya has, I read a stat this morning. Raya has a clean sheet in 6 out of 11 games.
Yep.
But he's shit. He's shit.
They ruined the shiny toy, so then they got to go back to the old one. You know, when like you break a toy when you're a kid and you got to go back to the original. That's exactly what they've done. Listen, I'm making this very clear. I'm not hating on Ramsdale. I just personally believe that Ray is the better goalkeeper at the moment. I mean, I know it's difficult because it's one game to judge him off, but I mean, just watch the West Ham game. I mean, come on. You know, like I feel bad because he was so good. He was so good last season. I mean, he had that odd moment, but he was so good, and I feel like it feels so wrong to critique him like that. But hey, it is what it is. Ray is going to start. Raya will be playing this season unless he gets injured. Raya is the main goalkeeper for Arsenal this season. I'd be very surprised if Arteta changes it. Very surprised, and I generally think it's down to the fact that they're mates. And
the only thing that's surprising to me about Raya coming into Arsenal and being in the number 1 spot is that it happened so quick. I thought it was going to take a while.
Do you know what I think it is? We've got our set piece coach was former Brentford. I guarantee you, our set piece coach gave a word into Arteta and said, "You've got to get this guy into the club." I think that's why we brought him in. The set piece coach, because I think it's a set piece. Actually, is it the goalkeeper coach that we got from? I know it's the goalkeeper coach that we got from Brentford. Sorry. So that's probably why we brought him in. Because he probably recommended Raya to us, which I don't think is a bad signing. I just don't think that we needed him right now.
He wasn't. He definitely wasn't a top priority. But like, come on, some of our signings.
We spent little on him. So
yeah, no, Ramsdale's just so far clear of Raya. I'm bored of arguing. Give me evidence, Jaminho. Evidence of Raya being or Ramsdale being clear of Raya. I just don't get it. I don't get where people are coming from on this. We win when he is in net.
What's your predicted lineup for the weekend, TJ? With injuries as well, of course.
David Raya. Sorry. Tomiyasu. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Saliba or Gabriel sit. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, Kiwior might be rotated back.
I think Kiwior is due for a start. So, are you asking what I think or who I would put out there?
Just who is you? Because at the end of the day, this guy's gonna pass the nuts team, whatever he's gonna do down there. So you choose, bro. You choose.
All right, Raya. Tomiyasu. I would like to see Gabriel and Saliba. If we go 3-0 up, then take them off.
Yeah,
and put in Kiwior. And then on the right, Ben White, obviously. Rice.
Not much option.
We don't really have a choice. Jorginho and Vieira.
I want to say it. Oh, I thought you were going to say Havertz.
Nope. Vieira.
Yeah, fair.
At least Vieira tries.
Yeah.
Vieira tries.
At least they want to pass to Vieira, you know.
Exactly. They want to pass to Vieira, man. It's like Havertz has like this shield around him that like it's like a repellent. He wants everybody away from him. It's just like he's so good off the ball. Yeah, because nobody wants to pass him the ball. On the left, Martinelli. On the right, Saka. And in the 9, Trossy, baby. Trossard. Let's go. How about you?
Personally, I'd actually just go full out because at the end of the day, this is the last game for international break. So why not just go all out? Odegaard is actually, I forgot to remind you, Odegaard should be back this weekend, by the way. So probably put Odegaard in over Vieira. I'm not surprised by that. Not by Ramsdale, by the other one. Sorry, Jaminho.
Jaminho's part of the entertainment on this show.
Do you know what, Jaminho? You've been quite quiet about Rice for a while. Now all of a sudden you've come back with it again. I'm like, for God's sake.
And Rice hasn't actually put a foot wrong. Like
he's been probably our best player this season. So anyway, Raya for me. Raya, Ben White, Gabriel Saliba, and Tomiyasu. Do not put Zinchenko in this team unless it's going in midfield. Simple as that. I like Zinchenko when he's in midfield as a midfielder, not as a left back, with the inverted bullshit. Declan Rice, Jorginho. Jorginho in the DM, Declan Rice. And I'm going to go for Odegaard because I do believe Odegaard will be back this weekend for Burnley. Fingers crossed. If not, then it will be Vieira for me. And then, Saka, Martinelli. Well, actually, Saka could be out. So obviously Reece Nelson.
Saka. You think Saka's injured? Is he confirmed injured?
Well, his leg's not fallen off yet, TJ. So by that means he'll be playing. Did
he get called up to England?
He did.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
He did. Yeah, he did against Malta and who else are we bloody playing? Malta and Malta and North Macedonia because he's needed.
Okay, so wait a minute. You guys need Bukayo Saka in the starting 11. Against Malta plumbers and electricians and North Macedonian stonemasons and bartenders.
I mean, to be fair,
it stresses me out, dude.
We could actually, if we wanted to, we could still bottle this qualification for the Euros because Ukraine are 3 points behind us with but they do have a game. We have a game in hand. But however, Italy can actually overtake. So I get it. We need our strong team, but bloody hell, it's not like Malta and North Macedonia are going to do us in, are they? But hey, it is what it is. I mean, listen, the fact that the likes of Ward Prowse and I can't even like Calvin Phillips and Jordan Henderson have still been picked. How are these guys being picked? It blows my mind. And we've brought
Jordan Henderson going to Saudi Arabia to spread the game around.
Oh, it's ridiculous. And the fact that we're bringing the likes of Fikayo Tomori, who I rate very highly, but Harry Maguire's still going to start over him. The quicker this guy is out of this nation side as manager, the better, because we'll get an actual manager and who knows how to bloody manage a team and put one together. And big up to Jacob at United.
Big up Jacob, United Spurs of America. If you have not subscribed, go subscribe to Jacob at United Spurs of America. He is the ultimate waffler. Catch us on Monday nights on Staffy TV for the American Waffle Show. That's like freaking 1 a.m. UK time though, but we still get good crowds, man. That show is absolutely cooking right now. So yeah, no, big up Jacob, my striker on EAFC 24 PS4 version. My striker.
PS4 version.
My striker.
Man. Get upgraded.
Yeah. Are you club over country, Connor?
Am I what?
Are you club over country?
Well, I mean, I kind of am, because the last time we won an actual trophy with this team, my mother wasn't even born yet. So that just says a lot. So my mother was born in 1968. So that just says a lot, doesn't it? So yes, Cubed, I am club over country by a million miles ahead. But I think we can compete this year for the World Cup, even though we have Southgate. I do think we can compete, or next year, sorry, for the World Cup coming up. No, the Euros. Sorry, the Euros. My bad. The Euros. I don't think we can compete for it, because I am never going to forget that Italy game, unfortunately. People still blame Saka, and the people that do can go swivel on it, because it's Gareth Southgate's fault for putting him in that position.
Well, no, you know, it's the amount of abuse that Rashford, Sancho, and
ridiculous
Saka took was just absolutely embarrassing. Like that would be so embarrassing.
And I'm going to make it clear: if it was Kane, Maguire, and Luke Shaw taking it, they wouldn't have got the abuse.
They would not even close.
People think they're invincible behind keyboards and shit, which is unfortunate. But the funny thing is, if they saw Sancho, Rashford, and Saka in the street, they go over and ask for a picture. They're all the same, unfortunately. But hey, it is what it is. Hopefully, they can. Well, probably just Rashford and Saka, because I think Sancho's just out of it now. Hopefully, they can prove themselves better. But they don't need to prove anything. They know what they're about. But they can prove those dickheads wrong in the next competition.
Yeah, here's a question that I've been. I don't want to remount back to United real quick, but you know we have time. Why not? Our show over at Tottenham Away doesn't start for 45 minutes, so I wanted to ask: do you think, what do you think happens with Jadon Sancho?
Boy, oh boy, Jadon Sancho. I mean, from what I've seen, there's been rumours of him going back to Dortmund, which I don't think could be bad for him. But he needs to get out of the Premier League. I don't think the Premier League's for him. Unfortunately, go back to Germany, kill it. If Bayern Munich want you, then go for Bayern. But it's just a shame. I mean, apparently he's been kicked out of the WhatsApp group chat of United. It's just cool, and all this over just having to apologise to Ten Hag. That's all it is, and he can't do that. And he's deleted himself off social media and all this shit. So it's just gone to shit over there, in all honesty. And yeah, I mean, if he wants to revive his career, just go back to Germany, because you're obviously killing it over there. Just stick to going back to Germany, because the Premier League obviously isn't for you, sadly.
I like how getting kicked out of the WhatsApp group is the final straw and being finished. It wasn't him being locked out of the first team facilities. It was getting kicked out of the WhatsApp group. Yeah,
then you know you're officially not part of the team when that happens to you. So. Yeah, but hey, listen, it sometimes doesn't work out. The fact that it's gone the way it has, I mean, to be fair, he's probably doing himself a favor getting out of that club in general, because it is just such a mess.
No, it's a dumpster fire over there. Like, yeah, go to Germany, go to Italy, go get that bag.
Yeah, man.
Like Sancho, if he wanted to go to Saudi Arabia and get the bag, he could get the bag.
I think Dortmund would take him back for maybe 20.
I think they would too.
20 million, 15 million, something like that. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, because no Man United. He'll probably get loaned out in January, and then they'll have to sell him in. They'll sell him in the summer, because I just know, mate, Man United is so crap at outgoings, it's crazy. So I will guarantee they'll probably loan him out somewhere, and then he'll come back in the summer and get sold properly.
Would you take him at Arsenal? The chat is saying they would bring him.
No way. No way. Nope. If you can't do it in the Premier League, you ain't doing it at Arsenal. That's for sure. I'd rather have Pedro Neto. Personally, if we were going to go for
I'd rather have Pedro Neto. I would rather have Musa Diaby, but we're not going to get into that again. Let's see what other.
I'm just so worried we're not going to bring in I know we're not. We're not going to bring in a striker in January. I would clip it. I would pay 100. Well, I would love to anyway. I'd pay £100 to any charity that I got told to if we signed a striker in
Like
January.
a legitimate one.
I would do it on stream. I would pay £100 to a charity of anyone's choice because we're not going to do it. And I'm not doing that just in a way to not pay the charity. I mean, it's just facts. I can't myself just dish out £100 easily. I could, but not like I've got it in my pocket. There you go, have it. Like it's difficult, but I just don't think it's going to happen. It worries me, TJ, because we need goals, and I know Eddie can score 3 against bloody Sheffield United, but an injury-prone Jesus and a guy that doesn't score in like 10 games.
Does Jesus even have an ETA to come back?
What's Fotmov? I think Fotmov says December, doesn't he?
Jesus.
Hold on, bear with me. It's just ridiculous at this point because he's just never fit, and for a certain amount of time anyway. And Gabriel Jesus is back apparently. Oh, he's apparently back this month. Apparently, because it's a hamstring injury.
Well, we haven't seen him. We haven't. Here's my problem: is that we haven't even seen him in pictures on the training pitch. Maybe I'm not paying close enough attention, but I would think he would be taking at least warm ups or warm downs at this point if he was going to come back.
Does this worry you? And I know he's probably. Well, how many starts has he had? Oh no, screw that. He had 24 starts last season. 44 games for Arsenal, 15 goals.
Yeah. Well, he was never going to be the scoring striker. That's the thing is that I think I misjudged the situation because I was over the moon when we got Jesus because I thought he would come here and cook and score goals, but he really hasn't done that. He's been the link up 9. He really hasn't been a finisher, unfortunately.
The reason I got excited was because I thought Pep's holding him back. He wasn't really playing at number 9 that much. You know, Pep loves to switch up and stuff. And I thought he'll actually be able to play a number 9 role. You know, he'll be able to do whatever he wants at that front line. And I think he'll do a lot. He'll do very well. And obviously he did when he came in, but then he got injured. And then you sort of realize, he's more technical than he is a goal scorer. I mean, I'd keep Jesus on the basis that he's very good technically, very good. Yeah. And he offers a lot more creativity. I can't say the bloody word. And he offers a lot more in terms of creativity. What was I trying to say? And in terms of some other players that we've got. But we are crying. If Mikel Arteta has desires to win this title, you have got to buy a striker, even if it's Ollie Watkins. You just have to. It only makes sense, in my opinion. It only does. If we were to go and buy a player from Aston Villa this January, I'm sorry, I'd keep Thomas Partey and I'd go and grab Ollie Watkins.
Oh, I would too.
But they're going to renew his contract and shit to make him more expensive. So we can't wait. I personally believe in January we're going to sell Thomas Partey and bring in a DM, and that'll be it. I don't think we'll bring in anyone else.
Yeah, and Nketiah is still in the room at that point. It's absolutely ridiculous. AFC always. I want to come back to this question that you asked. Question: would you take Calvin Phillips next summer for him and Rice and Partey in the midfield? Top Gooners say Rice and Phil would be the next Vieira and Pitt. No.
I'd rather have
no. Calvin Phillips. Phillips is a lot more interested in eating hamburgers and chilling out on the Man City bench. Like, I am not a Calvin Phillips fan. I'm not.
I'd go for Tuchel. I'd go for Tuchel from Real Madrid. I really would. I mean, we were looking at Camavinga at one point. I thought, oh my god, Camavinga. I bloody love him at Arsenal. But no, I wouldn't touch Calvin Phillips with anything.
No. He's Phillips is dead, man. And that's the thing is, it's like I think the Leeds hype was just way too much. I
think that's his level, and no disrespect. I do think that's his. I feel quite bad for saying it.
Yeah,
it is sort of like that. Is probably like where he should be. I mean, I've seen West Ham link with him. I think he'd fit in well at West Ham. I think Calvin Phillips fit in well.
That's his level.
But we've got to look at it, TJ. If we want to progress and win titles every year, we can't be buying Calvin Phillips. Nope. We can't be. And everyone and all these top. I don't even want to say gooners because obviously people these Arsenal fans who think they're better than everyone else. Apparently, we can now buy the best players in the world. Well, if we're doing that, why are we looking at the likes of Calvin Phillips?
Yeah, we made the Champions. We made the Champions League, and then got world-class signings such as Kai Havertz.
I mean, to be fair, we got Ollie Watkins. I wish we did. We got Declan Rice, but that's one. We got to wait. It'll come. Yeah, of course it will.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
as much as I like Douglas Luiz, I do think there's probably better out there.
Well, no, exactly right. Yusuf Fofana. I rate Yusuf Fofana too.
Is that the Monaco guy?
Yeah.
Is it the Monaco guy? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I think he's all right.
No, he was. I thought he was good. He looked very good against us. So
we just need. Do you know what we need? We need that because when I look at it, I think, do we need a DM or do we need a more centrally midfielder? Because obviously Declan Rice is probably I think he prefers playing that more attacking role now. Obviously Jorginho's now sitting back more. It's a question that needs answering. I don't know. I really don't know what we need. Honestly, this team at the moment is just so messing with my mind with all these injuries and stuff. And I'm thinking the only thing that's screaming to me right now is a striker. That is all my mind is on right now. Striker, because that will change the complexity of our team massively, in my opinion.
No, I agree. I mean, it's one of those things where the likelihood of it happening are so low, and so many things need to happen in order for somebody like Tony to be brought in. Like, we need to sell somebody, or the Cronkies are going to need to invest even more money than they committed to doing it doing at the beginning. So we'll see where we're at going into January, and we'll have a clearer picture then. But I'm not optimistic. I'm not optimistic. I'm really not.
Neither, because they always do the same. Arsenal.
And they always do the same thing. And like, whether we want to acknowledge it or not, Arsenal are not a project that attract world-class players.
Nope.
Like, let's be real. Like, and then this is a sad thing. And I keep bringing this up.
What'd you say?
No.
Oh, let's be real.
I think this is sad.
I think standby, man.
I think it's sad. I think it's sad here. And here's why. And I always bring this up, and so I'm going to sound like a broken record. But when we were top of the table, 5 points clear, 8 points clear, we couldn't bring in Joao Felix. We couldn't bring him in. He chose dead Chelsea to go on loan.
Yep,
14 million. We could have gotten him in. Granted, he didn't do well, but it was a dead Chelsea team. Mm-hmm. Right, when you're playing with Kai Havertz behind you, it's kind of a problem. Yeah. But it's one of those things where that's just the prime example that I get. Like, what is wrong with the Arsenal project that we can't bring in more players, or more players don't want to come in and play with us? It's a question that needs to be asked. And people, I've never said I'm Arteta out, but it's always a question as to where,
I'm still Arteta out.
What is wrong with it? What?
I'm still Arteta out.
Oh, I've never had you on this channel saying Arteta out. Dal sings it.
I am, because I just don't see him winning us a league title. I just don't understand the fact that he spent 700 million. And I get, yes, we were in a title race last season, but he bottled it, so he didn't actually win it. And yes, we're in it again this season. I get it, but I don't think we're going to win it, and it is down to poor recruitment. And maybe you could say, do you know what? If Edu left and Vinay does, obviously Vinay's leaving at the season. If Edu leaves as well, and we actually get decent recruitment in, maybe it will change. But what I don't like is when I'm seeing my manager buying Kai Havertz as the first signing of the summer. That's what I don't like, and that's what puts me off. And the reason I'm Arteta out is because I don't think he's the guy to bring Arsenal back to the top again. I just don't think he is. He's not Arsene Wenger. He's not George Graham. He's not. And people will be like, "Oh, Conor, but who else are we going to bring in?" People were going to give me shit for this, but I'd bring in Carlo Ancelotti. He would win us shit. He would win us stuff. I guarantee. I
know he would.
He would win us trophies. Do you know what, TJ? Fuck it. I'd even bring in Zidane. I honestly would.
But you just named two of the best managers in the world. Here's the thing. Here's the thing is we gotta talk realistically here. That's where I get. That's where my hang up. Look,
we're the third biggest team in this country. We're not Everton. We're not. Sorry, Forest. Oh no, I can't say that 2 times.
Absolutely, Gunnar ER. Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. Sorry, I saw that. Get out of here with that.
We need winners in this team. We need winners. Sorry for wearing headphones. I really apologize. But we need winners in this team. I guarantee you. And people, Gonza, he would never come to Arsenal. But if we did bring him into Arsenal, if we brought in the likes of Carlo Ancelotti, we would be winning.
Dude, and look,
winning.
Can I be 100% clear? If I thought And maybe I just have a different thought process than a lot of people, and that's why I get a lot of shit for not saying that I'm Arteta out. But my camera's acting ridiculously weird. I'm going over to the Elgato after this. I'm done with this crap. If Simeone, Ancelotti, or Zidane were actual real possibilities, I would pay for Arteta's plane ticket out of England myself. But it's just not a possibility. And then name me another manager that we can realistically get in that would be better than him. Realistically.
Arteta? Better than Arteta?
Yes.
Thomas Tuchel. Why do I get slandered for this?
I don't know.
Why does everyone slander me for this? He came into Chelsea, and won them the UEFA Champions League in 6 months. And people can say, "Oh, but he's now doing shit at Bayern, is it now? Oh, he's doing shit." He's a winner. He's won one of the most prestigious titles you can win in this continent, and he's gone ahead and won stuff previously before. In Germany. Oh, but it's Germany, blah, 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 blah. He's won shit. Would you take Hansi Flick? Nah.
So you scoff at Flick, but he won 2021. He won he won 6 trophies, whatever you call that. The sextuple or whatever you call that. He's a winner too, technically.
Do you know what? No, I would. Do you know what? On that basis, then yes, I would, because he's a proven winner. He is. And everyone looked. And when Jurgen Klopp came in, people thought, "Nah, it's going to be like a swindle. He'll be here for 2 years. He won't win anything." And he's gone ahead and done that. So yeah, do you know what? I would give Flick a go. At this club. But I guarantee you, if we sack Arteta, we will bring in even Graham Potter or bring in Nagelsmann. Hipster managers once again. Processes. Here we go. We won't bring in instant success. We won't. We will not. We will not do that. I guarantee you we'll probably bring in Jack Wilshere to manage the first team. Because that's what Arsenal do. And that is what we do. I solemnly believe that Arteta will be in this job next season, and I do believe that.
No, you should believe that, because that's going to be the case.
And I'm
he has the Cronkies by the balls.
I definitely believe the tide is like this right now. It's taken 4-5 years to get to this bit now with the fans, and we need another 4 years for it to go like that now, until people wake up and realize that we've just wasted 8 years with this guy and he's not won us anything. Listen, if Arteta won us this title, he can do this to all of us. He can do this to every single one of us happily. But I don't think he's going to do it. And I honestly, Arteta should have gone to Spain or Germany or France. Start or even in the Championship or somewhere lower than that. Start somewhere lower. Because I get it. We're in another title race. Blah, 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 blah. I just don't believe that this is the guy to become the next Arsene Wenger or the next George Graham of Arsenal. Simple as that. Like United are looking for the next Fergie at the moment. They can't find him. They're looking, again, for another consistent winner. Jurgen Klopp brought that back technically for Liverpool. Obviously hasn't been consistent. I don't think Klopp will be there for as long as obviously when Liverpool had previous managers when they were winning constantly. But at least they brought someone back. They brought back some success to that club. And they hadn't won a title in God knows how long. So that's what we need. And I am sick and tired. If we sack this guy, whether it's this season, next season, that we bring in another hipster manager that's like Graham Potter or Nagelsmann.
Zerbi? Sorry, that's why I highlighted this. Another hipster manager. No offense.
No offense. I don't personally rate De Zerbi. I think he's probably a good manager for Brighton, like Graham Potter, but not for Arsenal. I wouldn't even touch him.
I think he's saying, actually, now that I'm reading the context, he's saying it's like, I'm done if De Zerbi becomes the next.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Okay,
yeah.
No, sorry, good. Yeah, me too. Me too. This club is finished if De Zerbi is our next manager.
We just got to act like a big club. That's what all of us are asking for. Just act like a big club. And I guarantee you, if we bring in the likes of, and I know it's ridiculous, if we bring in the likes of Simeone or Conte, remove what I just said.
Connor, I'm getting a phone call. Run this real quick. I'll be right back.
No worries. If we get the likes of, I've lost my train of thought now. the likes of Zidane, the likes of Carlo Ancelotti, Simeone. If we brought these guys in, I guarantee you we'd see instant success. I'm losing my words. Instant success. And the reason I'm saying this, and I'm going to repeat myself again. I cannot face another 4 years of a manager, and it's a process again. You've got to go through it all again, another rebuild, and it's just like a part of me thinks that. And I like to think I'm away from this minority. A part of me thinks that we've got to deal with this process stuff because the younger generation, like myself, have not seen any Premier League titles or major trophies like the Champions Leagues or even in Europa League. We didn't even get to win the Europa League. I think this is the reason why the standards are set like this, because people my age are so used to just the old FA Cup. That's Arsenal's level. People like Jez, like Lee, like loads of other channels, when I've been watching them, have woken me up. Because I'm not going to lie, I was kind of like these guys before, maybe about 3-4 years ago. I was like this. I wasn't really seeing the bigger picture. And then I got to like the likes of Jez and Lee and Kenny Ken. I got to learn the history of this club and why we're so big. And it made me realize and get me to this position now of why I want success so much and why I want to be winning the biggest titles. And I don't want to be waiting 5 to 6 to 10 to 20 years now to win a major honour. I want success now at this club. We deserve success at this club. Fans like us in the chat here, TJ. I mean, every fan deserves. I don't like to say that because at the end of the day, all Arsenal fans deserve success. But you just got to look at it in the right mindset. Do you really want to be sat here for another 20 years with some manager who's 30 and waiting for him to win something? No, you don't. You want instant success. Be like the Jurgen Klopps. Be like the Pep Guardiolas. Man City hadn't won a league title in how long? And they brought in a manager who managed Barcelona and Bayern Munich and won multiple titles with them, and brought him into Manchester City because they sold him the project, what it was about, and they brought in a world-class manager, and now they are one of the biggest teams currently in the world. Let Arsenal do it. It's Arsenal's time to do this now, and I'm going on a rant like it's going to happen, like Arteta's been sacked. He hasn't. But I think that's the future, in my opinion, and I think that's what needs to happen. But I don't think it will. With a hipster.
I don't think, here's the thing is, and I've always maintained this and I'm going to continue to say it, is that if there is a realistic possibility of getting somebody else in that can take this team forward better than Arteta, then I would do it. I would pull the trigger on that. I'm not talking about Antonio Conte. We also have to consider the style of football that we want to be playing. Yes, obviously I want to play winning. I want to play winning football, but Conte ball. I don't know. Not with this squad. We would need to completely rebuild the squad in order for Antonio Conte to come in here and do a job. Antonio Conte, as we saw at Tottenham, has not. He's not the guy.
Yeah.
For the modern day Premier League, I would say the modern day Premier League.
Yeah. Agreed.
That's just my opinion. I think Arteta's digging his own grave. He can't help himself. He's doing conferences saying Havertz has been our best player the last 3 games. This can't continue. No, dude. Like stop. Like I've completely stopped listening to Arteta press conferences. Like I really
was just
like God. It's one of those things where he is saying things. Almost, he's saying things that are so outrageous, like he knows that they're going to grab headlines.
Do you know why?
Like we know who this guy is. He's narcissistic, and he's trying to take the focus away from the players. I really do think that's what it is.
Well, no, he's saying it because he backs his players for anything. If you were a realistic manager, and I guarantee you, TJ, Gabriel, just as an example, because I do like Gabriel. Gabriel could go ahead and concede 3 own goals this weekend against Burnley. And I guarantee you he will go in there, Arteta, and be like, it's all right, Gabriel. It wasn't your fault. It was the referees. I don't think Arteta is real enough with these players at times. When we're in situations where we need to win stuff, like, for example, our runs in the Europa League, I guarantee you, when we've been knocked out, like, for example, with Sporting last year, I guarantee you he went into that dressing room and he was like, I'm fucking impressed with you guys. I am fucking impressed. We fought out there. I'm fucking, and it's sort of like petting them. It's all right, when you're 5, it's okay. It's okay. Mm-hmm. Be honest. I watched the David Beckham documentary recently on Netflix, and how brutal Sir Alex was. I mean, you even look at Pep, how brutal Pep is. Pep's honest, Pep's real. Pep takes off his world-class striker at half-time when he's not even doing anything. Imagine Arteta wouldn't have the balls to do that. He wouldn't have the balls. It's two different managers. I think Arteta is too. I mean, again, but then again, look at the documentary. You know, he lost his shit at Nottingham Forest away. Fair enough. Yeah, whatever. But you look at that. You look at what he's done with Kai Havertz.
Mm-hmm.
That just paints the picture for me. He's been great. Are you blind? Kai Havertz will give him more of a performance if you're honest with him, and just say, Kai, I'm going to be honest. You've been shit. You've been bad, and we're going to work on it together. But you've been shit, and I'm not going to pick you until you prove to me that you're allowed to go on that pitch. I'll block your wages for a week or something. Well, then again, his agent probably getting on for him for that. You know, but that's
not how it works. That's not how it works in modern.
I don't think Arteta's ruthless enough in the dressing room.
I absolutely agree with you. I think that he has his favorites. Yeah, I think he has his favorites, and I think that's a huge deal. Big up Pat. He's our newest subscriber. Big up Pat. Pat S. Wenger wasn't a mercenary though. He was a process too. Things take time. The worst fans can do is feel that they're entitled to something. Just enjoy the rides, dude. We'll get there. I'm not patient enough for this. I'm really not. Like,
sorry. At his age 20 years, have we won anything yet?
Yeah. Like,
I've just aged 20 years now. Have we won anything yet?
Yeah.
Do we enjoy the ride?
Connor has been alive longer or hasn't been alive as long as our major trophy streak has been gone.
We won the league 3 months before I was born.
Yeah.
Just sink in. Let it sink in.
And I remember when we won the league. So like I wasn't the biggest Arsenal fan back then. I kind of followed a tertiary, but like guys, I was in high school.
But in this case, TJ, is the last 20 years been a process then? Is that what it is? Is that what it is now? Because if that's how long it's been, in that case, and Pat, welcome to the channel. I do hope you subscribe. I don't want to look like a dick or anything. Sorry. But
no, look like a dick. Who cares? I've turned on the chat. I've turned on our regulars like 3 times the show.
I'm now drawing away viewers now. Anyway, sorry, Pat. Respect to you. Thank you for coming in. The way I look at it is, you know, I understand you've probably got a lot more patience than TJ and I. But for me personally, if the last 20 years has been a process, how long? But I don't understand. When's the conclusion? When does the process end? When we win a league title? When's that going to be? 2030? 2045? 2057? Is that when the process ends? Like, that's what people don't have the answer for. When is it going? Robbie, when is it going to end, Robbie? See? Like, when is it going to end?
Robbie doesn't care. He's counting his money.
But he doesn't. No, I'm using quote there. But that's the thing. When is it going to end? When is the process until we actually win? Not even when do we win a title in Europe? Like, if you want to count the Cup Winners' Cup, that's been 30, 40 years. Are we still in a process there? In a dry throat.
Won that 93, 30 years. 30 years since we've won a trophy in Europe. 30.
Like, there's patience and then there's delusion. I need to get a drink, so my throat's going to dry back.
No, it's fine. No, good. Go for it. No, I agree with Connor on this. Like there has to be a point where we say, okay, well, this project obviously failed. We wasted 4 years. And I think that's what fans like Jez, fans like Connor, fans like Matt, the Southern Gooner, who's going to be on American Idiot on Friday, by the way, fans like Lee Gunner are afraid of. Like, they don't want. We're tired of this. We're tired of this. Tired. We just want to see people win. We spent $700 million. It's time to win. I keep saying it over and over again. It's time to win. And if Arteta throws away the FA Cup, and throws away Champions League or doesn't take Champions League serious, to focus on the league again, I'm going to be Arteta out too. So I gave him. I set my standards at the beginning of the season to say we need to be winning a trophy. If he bends that FA Cup, because let's be real. Let's be okay. I'm not going to tag it again. We're not winning the Champions League and we're not winning the league. So let's focus on winning something and establish a winning culture here. I know people are going to be like, oh, well, the FA Cup isn't a major honor. I rate the FA Cup. I rate it. So we have to win something. If we do not win anything, he needs to go. It's that simple. It's that simple.
Yep.
So yeah. All right. Any other questions, guys? We're about to wrap up here. I think we said we were going to go an hour. We've gone an hour and a half. We've had a really good crowd though. You guys are absolute legends. Freaking yeah. We have the regulars on this channel are absolutely class. CONOR ER, AJ, freaking Drew Gunners every single time. Drew, I'm sending out that cup in the next week or so. That mug I owe you, my friend, and I'm doing the same thing for you, CONOR, obviously.
Nice.
It's just one of those things where look, it is what it is. It is what it is. We have standards. We are not going to happy clap this. We're not going to happy clap this club. Period. Anyway, all right. Yep. It was a good show. Thanks, guys. No, I appreciate it. And Pat S says, best laid plans is sport. Things go right. Things go wrong. It's not fun just sitting around complaining, even when your teams have decent. Great discussion. You guys have to be BSM. Well, welcome to the channel. Welcome to TJ Warren TV. Yes, no. And here's the thing though, Pat, is that we are happy to have different people with different opinions here. You know, things go right, things go wrong. It's just, I guess,
that'd be boring.
Yep. I guess it's to your tolerance. It's like sometimes our chat gets freaking brutal on our guests. We had freaking Kunle on that one time. Woo! That was a differing opinion. That's why I'm afraid to bring Stefan on here. He would get lynched.
Oh, Jesus, you get ripped to shreds. But then again, he gets ripped to shreds on Tottenham away, so that's Tottenham fans, you know, like Stefan's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Even me, no, yeah, I guess you two.
Cubed, get out of here. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I guess you two cubed. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'm gonna take a quick break before we go over to Tottenham away, but this link will direct you right over to Tottenham away, where you will see me, CONOR, and I believe Jez is coming too, and Stefan leading the Arsenal side against Ashmatic, Stelios the fraud, my guy Mari, and Mr. Box Office Alex THSC. Yeah.
Right, praise
no,
God.
it's gonna be an absolute gong show,
Pray
guys.
I actually have a decent night tonight, and we, get on tonight, and just.
Nobody's listening. He's not going to answer He's not answering your prayers on this one. You know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Come over to Tottenham away. It's a laugh.
Yeah, it's entertaining if nothing else. And then after Tottenham away, guys, I will be on with Flawless on Sarcasm City TV for the Arsenal Man United show. That will be last too because Flawless is.
If you don't see the work that TJ does for this channel, you can jog off down the lane for all I care. You know? So, no, I'm joking. Look at the work that TJ puts in, man. If you don't see that, you got to put in a sub, man. You got to give him a sub.
Yeah,
get him 600, please, guys. That'd be greatly appreciated.
Let's get the 600 this weekend, man. Work rate's out of control this weekend, so let's get to 600 this weekend. That's what I'm saying. That is my goal, is to get to 600 subs this weekend.
You're getting TJ Warren every day, and so is it Sunday? You got TJ Warren every day.
Every day, yeah. So you got me today, obviously tomorrow for American Idiots, Saturday for the match, Sunday, I'm going to do the Wrexham. I'm going to do the Wrexham Road to Glory. That'll be fun. That'll be ridiculous. And then Monday, I'm going to take Monday out. No, I got Staffy on Monday.
No, good luck. We've got international break for 2 weeks, so great. We can't wait to figure out what we're going to talk about then.
Yeah. Well, no, we got our guy coming on during international break. You forget?
Oh, we do. Yes, we do.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and announce it.
What day is that?
That's the day after Thanksgiving.
It's not on Saturday, is it? Okay,
no, it's
we drink to that. I just thought because I've got a party on a Saturday, so
no. Friday night, you better keep that one open. Jez says can't wait. Jez, it's gonna be a shit show. Oh, God, yeah. It's gonna be a shit show, but I can't wait to see you over there, Jez.
Big up, Jez.
Big up, Jez. We got Lee Gunner coming back on to the show on the 25th of November, I think it is.
Don't say that because they've got the party. It's 24th, isn't it?
Oh yeah, hold on. It is the 24th. If it's Friday, it's the 24th. Yeah, it's the 24th. So November 24th edition of American Idiots. We are going to have Lee Gunner back on. Lee is an absolute ledge. Reached out to him about a week ago, and he said, "Yep, of course." So he'll be back on American Idiots on November 24th. So make sure that you are marking your calendars, and then come by tomorrow. We got Matt the Southern Gooner is coming back to the American Idiot show, and he is going to lay some absolute truth down So
Yeah,
I cannot wait. I cannot wait to have him back on the show. He is an absolute legend. And then, we will see you in a bit. Connor, any last words before we lose 2 hours of our lives that we're never going to get back?
Please go over Tottenham away. Do as much as they are.
Redirected people.
Let's get them up and give us some support over there, because that's going to be interesting tonight. But thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Every time you guys come in, I mean, we've had consistently about 14, 15 viewers tonight, and it's all down to you guys. And this channel wouldn't be what it is without the people that are here every single day. I mean, even the new people, the people like Pat that are coming today. Just thank you for showing, myself, TJ, Dow's support on this channel. We're trying to build it as much as we can, and just really appreciate all your support and you guys tuning in. And we've got American Idiots coming up tomorrow, so can't wait for it, TJ. Looking forward to it.
It's going to be,
Yeah,
it's going to be an absolute good one. All right, guys, we will see you over on Tottenham Away here in about 10 minutes. Until then, come on, you Gunners. We move. The road to 600 starts now. Later.